Okay, so let's define first what are vectors. So vectors are quantities that represent both magnitude and direction. Later on, we will distinguish vectors from scalar quantities. And the notation that we need to use for our vectors are the following. Ano? So we have capital letter and an arrow above it. So yun yung ating concept ng vector. So now, let's proceed. So in physics, we know that velocity is a vector quantity because it requires magnitude and at the same time ay in direction. Samantalang sa speed naman, in ay scalar quantity. Another pair that we can differentiate is yung distance. Ang distance natin is scalar quantity and the displacement natin is a vector quantity. So kapag vector quantity, lagi nating isasalang-alang yung pagbibigay natin ng direction. So in mathematics, we will formalize a vector in R2. So ang R2 natin is yung ating two-dimensional space. So this can be represented by an ordered pair of real numbers. So each component of a vector is a real number. So paano natin madedetermine yung vector in R2? Una, dapat meron tayong initial point. Ano? So yung initial point natin is given by an ordered pair. Okay, so x of 1. So the first coordinate implies our x coordinate, and yung ating second coordinate yung ating y coordinate. Okay? And then after ng initial point, dapat meron din tayong terminal point. Okay? Notice na yung ating subscript will tell us kung ano yung position ng point natin. If sub 1 or subscript 1, we have the initial point, and kapag subscript 2, we have terminal point. I think sa physics ay sub 0 and sub f, or sub I and sub f, to refer to the initial and final position. Okay, so we will run through first do sa ating mga definitions bago tayo mag-proceed later on sa ating examples. So, paano ba natin i-represent geometrically itong ating vector in R2? So, it can be represented by a directed line segment, or in geometry, we call this as a ray. So, di ba, ang ray natin is a subset of a line in which yung isa ay may endpoint and the other one is extended indefinitely. Okay? So, usually ay arrow yung ating nire-represent. Okay? So, yung endpoint, ito yung ating initial point, and then we have the terminal point. And then we will put yung ating arrow sign. Okay? And then, kapag meron tayong vector, meron tayo dapat na angular inclination. So mamaya makikita natin na yung angular inclination is always with respect to the positive x-axis. So sa ibang literature siguro, nagde-deviate sila, pero mas maganda na ang gawin natin is with respect to positive x-axis para maging aligned siya doon sa ating concept ng trigonometric function values. So di ba kapag tayo ay nagre-refer sa quadrants, ang ating ginagawa ay in a counterclockwise direction, and then lagi tayo nag-start sa positive x-axis. And then kapag ang ginawa natin ay clockwise, ibig sabihin, our angle will be a negative angle. Alright? So mahalaga later on yung ating pag-determine ng direction. Introduce natin kung paano ba yung tip or techniques, paano natin makukuha yung appropriate secondary direction. Okay, so let's proceed. Ayan, nabanggit ko na ito kanina, Kapag counterclockwise, ang ating angle ay positive, at kapag clockwise, we have a negative angle. So, kailangan natin siyang tingnan kasi later on, kapag tayo ay magsosolve na, ng ating problems, kailangan natin tingnan, yun bang ating angular inclinations ay measured with respect to the positive x-axis or not. Okay? I hope nakakasunod yung lahat, Ayan. So, let us now define mathematically what a vector is all about. So, kapag meron tayong real number, that is called a scalar. Ito yung ating tinatawag kanina magnitude, Pero, ang vector natin in R2 is represented by an ordered pair. Okay? And then, kung mapapansin ninyo, para ma-differentiate siya from a point, okay, in R2, dapat ang ating ginagamit ay ganito. Ano yung angle? Alright? So we have, if we have this particular notation, then we are referring to a vector in which the initial point is the origin and the final or terminal point is the point EB. Okay? So those numbers, yung A and B, are what we call the components of vector. So in physics, kapag kinukuha natin yung components ng vector, ang concept natin is yung pagre-resolve. Ano? If we are resolving a vector, then ibig sabihin noon, kinukuha natin yung x, y, or kapag three-dimensional, we also get the z component of our vector. So mamaya magagamit natin yung pagre-resolve ng vectors. Ano? Pero syempre, kailangan nating alamin what are the formula para makuha yung mga component na yon. Ayan. Ayan. So, kanina na-differentiate natin kapag yung angle, yung ating notation, it means we have a vector in R2. At kapag parenthesis, we have a point in R2. And para ma-differentiate natin yung zero vector from the origin, kailangan nating lagyan ng arrowhead. So yung may arrow tayo above the zero and then yung zero naka-bold. Or kung gusto nyo naman, para mas simple, pwedeng ganito na lang. Yung ating notation for vector and the x and y components must be both zero. Okay, again, so this is our zero vector in R2. Alright. Next. Ayan. So, sa real life, merong iba't ibang representations ng vector, pero syempre, gusto natin maging standardized. So kung gusto natin maging standardized ng vectors natin, why not i-introduce natin yung concept ng position representation. So pag sinabi natin position representation ng ating vector, ibig sabihin, ang lagi niyang initial point is 0, 0. So, if we have the position representation, okay, we are done almost, no? Sa pag-determine po ng ating components ng vectors. Pero if ever na ang atin pong given ay initial and terminal points, so pwede natin siyang i-reconstruct, or pwede po natin siyang i-transform into its corresponding position representation form. So paano po yung gagawin natin? We have the following. So first is get the difference of the x coordinates and the y coordinates. Okay, so take note that ang ating subtraction is not commutative, meaning kapag pinagpalit po natin yung positions nila, mag-iiba ng result. So ang dapat po natin gawin is to consider na yung ating minuend is the x-coordinate of our terminal point at yung ating subtrahend must be the x-coordinate of our initial point. And the same applies sa ating pong y-coordinate. Alright, so ito yung ating geometrical interpretation. Ito yung ating original na vector, yung vector A, but if we transform this into its corresponding position representation form, we have the following. Okay,